Upon entering SeaWorld, you'll be treated with colorful flamingos and even baby dolphins with their mothers. This sets the tone for an amazing day ahead of you. Tip number 1 is to go during the weekdays. To prevent frustration, I suggest avoiding holidays, the weekends, and the summer. This is the time that both locals and tourists flood the park. You'll want to check out the undercover tourist crowd calendar to find the best days to go. Tip number 2 is to download the park app. You're going to want to map out your day prior to visiting SeaWorld by downloading the app. This is a great way to make a note of your must-dos, and is also a wonderful way to help you see and experience as much as you can if you're only there for a short visit. Having the park app will allow you to view the map and get familiar with the layout of SeaWorld Orlando before you even get there. Tip number 3 is to pass on preferred parking. Try to get to SeaWorld early and just park in the regular parking section. The parking situation at SeaWorld isn't that bad, so wherever you end up parking, the walk to the front gate will be okay. Tip number 4 is to know what's included with your park ticket. Your SeaWorld ticket will include all the rides, all the shows, all the exhibits, except for the paddle boats and arcade games. This basically means you do not have to buy a ticket to attend any particular attraction. They're all a part of your admission. Tip number 5 is to purchase the all-day dining deal. Now, for one low price, you will get a band that allows you to eat at participating restaurants all day. This includes one entree, one side or dessert, and one fountain drink, tea or water for each visit to one of the participating restaurants. This is basically kind of like an all-you-can-eat day at the park, and I love getting my all-day dining plan. I feel like a queen, riding coasters and eating all day. Tip number 6 is to have a plan to conquer your SeaWorld day. You'll want to plan, and I have my go-to SeaWorld itinerary that I love to do for anyone who's going there for the first time. Now, let's kind of go through it briefly, nothing too crazy. The first thing you're going to want to do is, like I mentioned, is to start early. Then you go ahead and grab your park map, go right up to Manta, and you get on it. After Manta, you're going to want to go pet the stingrays in Key West, and then head over to play with the dolphins in Dolphin Cove. After that, you're going to want to go ahead and experience Turtle Trek. Once you are done with Turtle Trek, you want to hop aboard to experience the journey to Atlantis. Once you are done getting your watery adventure, you want to head on to Kraken. This is a must-do. After Kraken, you're going to want to explore Antarctica. Once you are finished with exploring the penguins, you want to conquer Mako, one of the best roller coasters in Florida, period. Once you have conquered Mako, you want to have lunch at Shark Underwater Grill. After you have lunch, you want to explore Pacific Point Preserve. Back there, you will see some sea lions, and it's just a beautiful place to be in the park. Once you have done that, you want to use this time to do any shows, tours that you are interested in, such as the One Ocean Animal Show. You want to ride Infinity Falls. Once you are done with that, dry off, and then get an overview of the park by going on the Sky Tower. That's that very, very, very tall, skinny looking tower that you see when you get to SeaWorld. Once you are done with the tower, maybe you can hop on the paddle boats to kind of end your day at SeaWorld, and that's kind of my little perfect day doing SeaWorld. Tip number 7 is to do a VIP tour. You can upgrade your day at SeaWorld by doing one of the behind-the-scenes tours at the theme park. It allows you to get an up-close and personal view of all the unique aquatic life in the park. SeaWorld Orlando has some of the best, most intriguing tours in Orlando. I have quite a few that I like to do on my SeaWorld bucket list, such as the Sharks Up Close tour. This is where you'll be able to touch a small shark and learn facts from fiction about all the different diversity of sharks on the planet. After that, you may want to consider doing the Penguin Up Close tour, which is a 45-minute walking tour about what it takes to care for penguins. Another thing you could do is just to do an all-out VIP tour. This is a private VIP tour that provides your group with its own SeaWorld tour guide for up to 7 hours. It includes insider tips from an expert guide, front of the line access, and reserved seating to rides and shows now. Tip number 8 is to eat at Underwater Grill. Have you ever thought about dining with sharks, huh? You can do it here and still walk out of the restaurant in one piece. The Underwater Grill serves delicious seafood, but I'm more of a fan of just sitting at the bar and enjoying the peacefulness of watching the sharks glide by while I sip on my adult beverage, Tip number 9 is to discover the marine life. Explore SeaWorld, guys, and learn all about the many different animals in the park. There's a wide variety of sea life of all within the gates. Many of the animals are tough to see in your lifetime, so I love how SeaWorld makes sure that they educate you on each animal residing in the park. Tip number 10 is to take breaks and explore. Like I said before, SeaWorld is an amazing and beautiful park. It has so many nooks and crannies with opportunities to chat with team members. You'll just love exploring what they have to offer, and I guarantee that you will leave there with some kind of new information you've learned along the way. Tip number 11 is to conquer the water rides. SeaWorld has 2 water attractions now. Journey to the Atlantis. This is one of those exciting flume roller coaster hybrids that allow you to travel through the dark, watery passageways inside the sunken city before being flung down to the gates of a thrilling, watery adventure. Another attraction, Infinity Falls, which will have you rushing through the rapids as you climb aboard your raft for a journey of discovery down a lost jungle river. Tip number 12 is to know what to pack. Do you know what's in my SeaWorld bag, huh? If it's a short day, then I will have my iPhone, some lip gloss, sunglasses, hand sanitizer, and mints. But on a full out, going all in SeaWorld kind of day, I usually have a poncho, I got my tickets, I got my ThemeParkHipster app downloaded, I have waterproof Ziploc bags because I like to make sure my stuff doesn't get wet. I usually bring a bottle of water, some sunscreen, definitely gotta have my phone. I'll bring a small umbrella, I got my glasses, definitely a hat, a portable phone charger, and maybe a water mist sprayer depending on if I'm going in the summer days. One final note to know about SeaWorld is that overall it's a spectacular theme park to visit on your next Orlando vacation. And until next time, happy park hopping hipsters.